Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed my last video. This video is going to go about the same. We're going to go on a hike, but this one happens to be my favorite hike. We call it Big Buddha Hike. No, that's not the real name of it. You can't Google it and see its location. It's just a hidden gem within our town. To get here, you have to bike for about 10 to 15 minutes from the center of the city. Then we go through the rice fields and we get to this little tiny village that's in the outskirts of the city. And actually, you might know a little bit more about this city than you think you do. This little village happens to be the MERS outbreak, where the village was quarantined for having the virus. Yeah, this is it. They were on quarantine for about a week or two, maybe more. Anyhow, I bring everybody that visits me here because it's my favorite hike. So, I mean, you don't have to worry. Wait. Okay. This town is 100% safe. You're in good hands with me. Anyhow, we're here. Once again, I didn't lock my bike. I just went straight up and started filming this for you guys. Immediately, you're greeted by these two giant statues. They're a little bit scary and intimidating. And honestly, I don't know what they are. Some kind of lady dancing dragon tangle thing. Sorry, I got distracted by these cherry blossoms. Anyhow, moving on. At this point, you're at a crossroads. You can either go left or right. If you go left, you're going to meet Monk, or at least you're going to see where he lives. You're probably going to see his dog, a little minivan, and whatnot. Use your imagination to fill in the gaps and imagine what the monk is going to look like in his little minivan, because I took the road on the right, which leads me straight to the hike. Now, you can go ahead and stop here and have a little picnic. It's really pretty. The statues are surrounded by azalea flowers. Yeah, kind of like, the name sounds kind of like Iggy Azalea. So azaleas. And they are both pink and coral. Up the stones we go. Woohoo! Oh, that's the monk's dog. He always has to check who's here and who's hiking. He has like a sense about these things. And he just comes running, and it's a little scary, but he just wants to make sure that you're like the spirit? I don't know. He comes and checks on you. Okay, you're cool, and then he goes back. Oh, look at the pretty little flowers. Right up there, that's the temple where the monk prays. He doesn't live here. He has a nice little house about 10, 20 feet away. You can't see it because of the trees, but you can see his minivan. Now we're going to start going up. It looks really steep, but it's not so bad. And you can hang out at the midway point if you like to rest up a bit, because the second set of staircases are actually longer than the first. In reality, I think the most difficult part of the journey is over. Right at the beginning, where I showed you the two dragon ladies, and then I showed you the azalea flowers, right in between that point there's a really steep hill, and that's already over and done with, so we're good. At the top of the staircase, you have the option to go right or left. The left side, that dirt path, I'm going to show you in a little bit. First, I'll show you the right side. This is the sleeping Buddha. We're not really creative with our names. It is what it is. It's a sleeping Buddha. Now, at the head and the foot of the big Buddha, you're going to notice these giant, round, circular stone pillars. For a long time, I just thought they were decoration, and I never really bothered to ask until my co-teacher explained to me what they were really for. So here it goes. If anyone knows the real story, let me know, but this is what I know from my Korean friend. Those pillars were created by the monks and people who come and visit the temple. The formation starts with a rock circle, and as the monks and people that come and visit pray, they place a stone in that circle, and it continues all the way up. Now, the stones have to be placed in a specific order of yin and yang, and small pebbles are placed in between the gaps to support the pillar. They can be quite impressive when they're really big and tall, because they were made without any mechanical help or any adhesive for the pillars to stay up. It's 100% man-made. Another impressive fact is that those stones and pebbles are all collected from the mountains and rivers surrounding the area. The monks believe that in order to keep harmony and spiritual energy compatible with the temple, they have to collect the rocks from the surrounding area. And look at that, we're here. That's the big Buddha. Now, moving on to something a little less spiritual and a little more selfish, I'm super proud of this shot right here. Boom. I always go hiking by myself, and I don't have a selfie stick, or I don't like taking a selfie stick, so you never see me next to the awesome scenery or the awesome statues or whatever, but I did it! And now back to just my feet and us walking because I don't have anybody to for the video. Just off of the big Buddha, there's this little beacon path that you can go up a little bit. It's a little sketchy and like, what the heck is going on here? But there's a third statue that you're gonna see. This one's a little bit more creepy. This one we call the Starving Buddha. I didn't really want to step closer and show you the fine details because I find it super disrespectful, especially since I don't know the religion and I'm not sure what's appropriate or not or how close. So I just zoomed in to show you guys. Cool, right? You get 3 Buddhas in this hike. The Sleeping Buddha, the Big Buddha, and the Starving Buddha. I hope you guys like the hike as much as I do. See you next time. Bye!